All of you join. Hello, all of you join. Okay, in the last class, I have given heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinates. We have derived heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinates. And what are the cylindrical coordinates? Radius, angle phi, and height of the cylinder z. Based on that three coordinates, so we have derived heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinates. Okay, na? Now in this class, today we'll discuss next in heat conduction only. So in the year there are three derivations. First, heat conduction equation in Cartesian coordinates, and second one, heat conduction equation in cylindrical coordinates. Those two topics have been completed. And third one, heat conduction equation in general heat conduction equation in spherical coordinate, third one. So the three derivations, you may get any one out of these three in your final exam or internal exams. So all of you pay attention and listen carefully and practice the derivations. Heat conduction equation in spherical coordinates. So sphere. So for any sphere, what are the coordinates? Radius of this radius r, comma, horizontal plane angle phi, vertical plane angle theta. So spherical coordinates. So if you know from your mathematics, basic mathematics, the spherical coordinates are, as everybody knows, radius r, horizontal, so in the horizontal plane. So if you take at the center the circle, if you take the circle, the angle of the sphere in the horizontal plane phi, and vertical plane angle theta, So spherical coordinates, radius, horizontal plane angle phi, vertical plane angle theta, horizontal plane angle phi, this phi, and vertical plane angle theta. So the three coordinates are radius, angle phi, and angle theta. Consider an elemental volume of size dr. Radius, if you take this a small element, that is this dimension along the radius dr. And if you take the theta, is the vertical angle, and if this is the d theta small angle, this arc length, this is the radius r d theta, this arc length in the vertical plane, this arc length r d theta. But in the horizontal plane, if you consider the angle is phi, so radius of the vertical component, radial component r sin theta, for example, is theta vertical angle. So this line, this is radius, this is r cos theta. But in the horizontal plane, this is vertical plane. In the horizontal plane, what is the component of radius? That is r sin theta in the horizontal plane. what is the component of radius? That is r sine theta. That's why this is r sine theta, and this angle, horizontal angle is d phi, and this arc length is r sine theta into d phi. R sine theta and d, very, very important. So the horizontal plane component of radius r sine theta, and the horizontal angle is d phi, small angle d phi in the horizontal plane, and this length r sine theta and d phi. So that's why if you consider a small elemental volume of sizes dr, r d theta, and r sine theta d phi. So three dimensions of this small element dr, r d theta, and this length r sine theta d phi. So here three direction, radial direction, and phi, phi direction, and vertical direction, that is theta direction, vertical plane angle, theta direction. So q theta and q theta plus d theta. So, as that of earlier cases, qr, it entered into this elemental volume in the radial direction. It entered into the this elemental volume of sizes dr into r d theta into r sine theta d phi. Okay, na? It entered into the elemental volume along the radius qr. This is r only, qr. What is qr? It entered into the elemental volume in the radial direction. Next, qr plus dr. This one, qr plus dr. What is qr plus dr? It leaving from the elemental volume in the radial direction, qr plus dr. That in the along the radial direction. Along the phi direction, q phi. This one, q phi. It entered into the elemental volume in the phi direction. And next, this one, out, q phi plus d phi. It leaving from the elemental volume in the phi direction, q phi plus d phi. That is it leaving from the elemental volume in the phi direction. Next, vertical plane angle theta. So it entered q theta, q, this is q only, q theta. It entered into the elemental volume. It entered into the elemental volume in the theta direction. And this one, q theta plus d theta. Q, heat coming out from the elemental volume. Q is theta plus d theta. What is q theta plus d theta? Heat coming out from the elemental volume in the theta direction. In the theta directions. Okay, na? Clear? Here three coordinates. Consider three coordinates. Radius r, angle phi, horizontal plane angle phi, vertical plane angle theta for the sphere. For any sphere, there are three coordinates: radius, angle phi, and theta. For the three-dimensional heat conduction analysis, you have to consider the coordinates r, phi, theta. So if we, and the dimensions dr, r d theta, r sine theta d phi, and qr, it entered into the elemental volume, into the elemental volume. It entered into the elemental volume in the radial direction. Q, r plus dr, heat leaving from the elemental volume in the radial direction. Q phi, heat entered into the elemental volume in the phi direction. Q phi plus d phi, heat leaving from the elemental volume in the phi direction. Next, q theta, this one, q theta, heat entered into the elemental volume in the theta direction. In the theta direction. Q theta plus d theta, q theta plus d theta, heat leaving from the elemental volume in the theta direction. Okay, na? So consider this elemental volume of sizes dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi. So same analysis as that of earlier. For cylinder, how you analyze? Here also same analysis. Consider the coordinates radius, phi, theta for three-dimensional heat conduction analysis. The volume of the element, as already explained. How do you calculate volume? Three dimensions, product of three dimensions. So volume of the element dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi. So volume of the element dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi. Let q dot, this is same as that of earlier two cases. Q dot, heat generation per unit volume. Q dot is equal to heat generation per unit volume. K is thermal conductivity of the material. Thermal conductivity of the material. Rho, density of the material. And C, specific heat. Specific heat. Again, consider one general equation A plus B is equal to C. What is A? Net A. Net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all the three coordinate direction, from all the coordinate directions considered. A is net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all the coordinate direction considered. What are the coordinate direction you have considered here? R comma phi comma theta. What is B? Total heat generated. How do you calculate? Q dot into this volume, dr into r d theta into r sin theta and d phi. That is B. C is equal to net increase in the internal energy. Net increase in internal energy of this element. That is mc into delta t by dou t. mc into dou t by dou small t or dou tau. That is time. So that is, how do you calculate? Mass density into volume, rho into volume dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi into C specific heat into C specific heat into dou capital T by dou small t. That is time. That is increase in internal energy. Already explained while discussing cylinder analysis. What is A, what is B, what is C? Here again A. First to complete A. Net heat accumulated in the element due to conduction of heat from all the coordinate directions. That is r comma phi comma theta. Radius, horizontal angle phi, horizontal plane angle phi, vertical plane angle theta. Heat flow in the phi direction. Okay, first we will consider phi direction. This one. Heat flow in the phi direction. Heat entered Q phi. Heat leaving Q phi plus D phi. Heat accumulated in the elemental volume in the phi direction. Q phi minus Q phi plus D phi. So heat flow in the phi direction, r theta plane. Heat entry Q phi. But how do you calculate Q phi? From the conduction. Here heat conduction only. Heat conduction through this small material thickness, small thickness of the material here. That is minus K into area. What is this area? This is a plane, our plane. Minus K into area dr into r d theta. Okay, Q phi is equal to minus K into dr into r d theta. This one, this area here, this area. How do you calculate this area? This face area, this length dr into this arc length r d theta. So according to Fourier's law of heat conduction, if this is a solid material, according to Fourier's law of heat conduction, how do you calculate heat transfer for a small thickness of this? That is minus Ka dt by dx. Minus Ka dt by dx or dou t by dou x. So minus K area dr into r d theta into dou t or dt or dou t, capital T, temperature variation. Here, temperature variation. But a small thickness here, along this phi plane, so dou by dou t of dx thickness. What is thickness along the phi direction, along this length, this arc length, r sine theta d phi. That's why dou t by dou x. Dou x here, that is the r thickness is r sine theta into d phi. R sine theta into d phi. R sine theta and d phi. So dt by r sine theta and d phi, r dou t by r sine theta d phi. Dt, you can take dt by r sine theta d phi. What is the heat coming out from the elemental volume in the phi direction? Q phi plus d phi. But how do you calculate Q phi plus d phi? Heat exit, heat leaving from the elemental volume in the phi direction, Q phi plus d phi. That is equal to, if you know the Q phi here, what is the Q phi plus d phi? Q phi here, Q phi plus dou by thickness. What is thickness? R sin theta d phi. Dou by r sin theta d phi into Q phi into thickness in the phi direction. That is r sin theta d phi. R sin theta d phi. So Q phi plus d phi is equal to Q phi plus dou by, so dou x r thickness, r sin theta d phi into Q phi into thickness, for thickness of r sin theta d phi. So how do you calculate heat accumulated in the phi direction? This minus this, Q phi minus Q phi plus d phi. So Q phi minus Q phi cancel, minus. So heat accumulated in the heat accumulated due to heat flow in the phi direction. Heat accumulated due to heat flow in the phi direction. That is minus. So Q phi minus Q phi get cancelled, minus dou by R sin this one. Dou by this dou by R sin theta. Instead of d phi, you can dou phi, d phi same. Dou by dou phi minus 1 by r sin theta, dou by dou phi of Q phi into r sin theta d phi, r sin theta d phi. That is equal to minus 1 by r sin theta into dou by dou phi of, but what is Q phi value? Minus k into dr into r d theta into dou t dt or dou t by r sin theta dou phi. Instead of d phi, I am taking here dou phi. So here very small element, very small. That's why dt can be replaced with dou t, and d phi can be replaced with dou phi, because differentiation concept. So dou by dou phi of minus k into dr into r d theta into 1 by r sin theta dou t by dou phi into again this one r sin theta d phi, r sin theta d phi, r sin theta d phi. So here dou by dou phi, we are differentiating with respect to phi, partial differentiation with respect to function phi. This term, inside term, into r sin theta d phi. Okay, now, so we are differentiating with respect to phi. That's why minus into minus k, you can take outside k constant, and dr, because radius, that is not, you can consider it a constant because we are differentiating with respect to phi. So take out dr into r d theta, again theta also constant, r d theta take out. Next r sin theta, theta also constant, r sin theta take out. Okay na? And d phi take out. Why you have taken? Because this is the volume. So common term, volume term, we are taking as a common term. So dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi, common term. So k also common term. So k into volume into Here 1 by r. Here 1 by r. 1 by r square. 1 by sin theta into 1 by sin theta. So 1 by sin square theta. That's why 1 by r square sin square theta into here what is the leftover term? Dou by dou phi of dou t by dou phi. Dou by dou phi of dou t by dou phi. You are differentiating the dou t by dou phi with respect to phi here. Differentiation, partial differentiation of dou t by dou phi with respect to the function phi. That's why dou by dou phi of dou t by dou phi. That is dou square t by dou phi square. Dou square t by dou phi square. That is the heat accumulated in the phi direction only. But there are other directions also. Theta direction, radial direction r. Next, heat flow in the theta direction. Heat flow in the theta direction. If you observe this diagram, q theta heat entry, heat exit q theta plus d theta. What is the heat accumulated in the small element of size dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi? That volume in the size of the element. So heat accumulated in the elemental volume in the theta direction. That is q theta minus q theta plus d theta. Q theta minus q theta. So q theta minus q theta will d theta. That's why heat flow in the theta direction. Heat entered into the elemental volume q theta. But how do you calculate q theta? Again, minus k area. Here bottom face area. This bottom heat entry like this. So bottom face area to be considered. So this length dr. This length, what is this length? R sin theta d phi. That's why q theta is equal to minus k into area dr into r sin theta d phi into, so variation of temperature with thickness. So in the theta direction. So theta direction thickness r d theta dou t by, that's why minus k area dou t by, so thickness in the theta direction, that is vertical direction. This is the thickness, this is thickness, this height r thickness, this is length r height, this thickness r d theta. That's why q theta is equal to minus k dr into r sin theta d phi into dou t by r d theta, r dou t by r dou theta. Heat exit q theta plus d theta is equal to q theta plus d theta is equal to q theta plus dou by r dou theta into q theta into thickness r d theta. Heat accumulated in the theta direction. Q theta minus this one. Q theta minus Q theta get cancelled, minus dou by r dou theta into Q theta into r d theta, minus dou by r dou theta into minus Q theta value minus k dr into r sin theta d phi into dou t by r dou theta into r d theta. So minus into minus plus k by this k by r, k by r dr r d phi r d, this is r d theta divided by r. this one divided by r into dou by dou theta of, because we are differentiating with respect to theta here. That's why you have to consider sine theta. So dou by dou theta of sine theta into dou t by dou theta. Dou by dou theta of sine theta into dou t by dou theta. Again, so take out the common term, thermal conductivity K. The common term thermal conductivity K and dr, that is volume term, take out volume term, dr into r d theta into r sin theta into d5. Here, again sin theta, we are multiplying and dividing with sin theta. Don't worry for that. We are multiplying with sin theta, dividing with sin theta. That's why, so to have a common volume term, we are taking like this. dr into r d theta into r sin theta. r d theta and r sin theta into d5 divided by sin theta. Sin theta get cancelled and you will get this one only. And next 1 by r into 1 by r, that is 1 by r square. And here if you take sin theta, multiply with sin theta, divide with sin theta. 1 by r square sin theta into dou by dou theta of, dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta. So we are differentiating with respect to theta here. Partial differentiation dou by with respect to theta, dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta. So for the time being, you keep like this only. Okay, this is the heat accumulated in the theta direction. Heat accumulated in the theta direction, that is K into volume term, dr into r d theta into r sin theta into d phi. And 1 by r into 1 by r square. And if you multiply with sin theta, you have to divide with sin theta. That's why 1 by r square sin theta. And again, you have to differentiate with respect to, so dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta. So here we will keep like this only. We are not differentiating, because if you go for differentiation to avoid confusion, so in this derivation we are keeping like this only. Don't worry for that. That's about heat accumulation in the theta direction. This is the heat accumulation in the phi direction. This is the heat accumulation in the theta direction. Next, what is other one more direction, that is third direction, radial direction. Heat flow in the radial direction. Heat flow in the radial direction, r direction. Heat flow in the r direction. Heat entry QR. Here, if you observe the diagram, heat entry QR, heat leaving from the elemental volume QR plus dr. So what is the heat accumulated in this elemental volume in the radial direction? QR minus QR plus dr. So heat flow in the radial direction, heat entry QR is equal to minus Ka into dou T by dou R. R only. This one R only. Red letter, red R. Dou T by dou R. Variation of temperature in the radial direction. So this is dou T by this thickness dou dr or dou R. So variation of temperature along the radius. Minus Ka area. Here area, what is the area? R d theta and this face area. This face area. So minus Ka, that is heat entry like this. Normal area for this. So this is the normal area. So r d theta into r sin theta d phi. That's why heat flow in the QR, how do you calculate QR? Heat entered into the elemental volume in the radial direction QR is equal to minus K area r d theta into r sin theta d phi, that is area, into dt by dx, that is temperature variation, thickness, small thickness, temperature dou t dou R, dou T by dou R. Heat exit. QR plus DR is equal to, how do you calculate QR plus DR? QR plus DR, how do you calculate? If you know the QR plus DR is equal to QR plus dou by, so QR plus DR, QR plus dou by dou R of QR into DR. QR into for a thickness of DR. So from the basic mathematics, if you know the QR at the entry, how do you calculate QR plus DR at the exit? So heat exit, QR plus DR is equal to QR plus dou by dou R of QR into DR. So heat accumulation in the radial direction. Heat accumulation in the radial direction, in the R direction. That QR minus QR plus DR. So QR minus QR, get QR minus QR get cancelled, minus dou by dou R of QR into DR. So heat accumulation in the radial direction, that is equal to minus dou by dou R of, minus dou by dou R of QR into DR, minus dou by dou R of QR into DR. So minus dou by dou R of, but what is QR value? Just now discussed, minus K into area, face area, normal area, R d theta into R sin theta and d phi. So minus K into R d theta into R sin theta d phi into dou T by dou R, dou T by dou R. This is the QR value. And into dr. So minus K within the small bracket R d theta into R sin theta d phi into dou T by dou R, square bracket, and finally into dr. So you have to differentiate with respect to radius here. So minus into minus plus. So take the K outside. Because we are differentiating with respect to R, that's why you can take d theta. You can consider d theta constant, you can take out d theta. And sin theta also constant, take out sin theta outside. And d phi also constant, take d phi outside. And dr, into dr, you take out dr. So this is finally into dr now, that's within the differentiation, dou by dou r, this you have to take out, and this into, finally into dr, so outside dr, that's why you can take into dr. And within the differentiation, dou by dou r of, you have to consider r variables, variable of r. Here what are the r variables? R into r square, and dou T by dou r. This is the, you have to differentiate this product, r square into dou T by dou r. Partial differentiation, dou by dou r of, with respect to radius. What you have to differentiate? R square into dou T by dou r. So finally, again, so you have to take the common term K and volume term dr into this dr into r d theta. You have to multiply with r and divide with, you multiply with r square, divide with r square, and 1 r d theta. Next into r sin theta into d phi, dr into r d theta into r sin theta into d phi, r into r square, 1 by r square. So r square get cancelled. No, don't worry for that. That's why into 1 by r square, dou by dou r of r square dou T by dou r. Dou T, this is dou T only. R square into dou T by dou r. Again, here also, we are keeping the differentiation like this only. We are keeping the product differentiation. We are keeping like that only. Net heat accumulated in the element. Net heat accumulated in the element. So K dr into R d theta into R sin theta into d phi. K into dr into R d theta into R sin theta and d phi common term. So if you consider three here dou square t by dou phi square. So 1 by R square sin square theta into dou square t dou phi square. And here 1 by R square 1 by R square sin theta 1 by R square sin theta into dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta. Here 1 by R square sin theta into dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta. Plus again here 1 by R square dou by dou R of R square into dou t by dou R. Within the square bracket, you have to add all the three terms. A is equal to heat accumulated in the phi direction, heat accumulated in the theta direction, heat accumulated in the radial direction. So here common term K and volume term dr into R d theta into R sin theta and d phi. Within the square bracket, this is the heat accumulated in the phi direction. This is heat accumulated in the theta direction. This is heat accumulated in the radial direction. And you will multiply with the common term K into dr into R d theta into R sin theta d phi. Plus, so our final heat accumulated plus heat generated, total heat generated is equal to net increase in internal energy or heat energy. Increase in heat energy or increase in internal energy. So A, this is the A term. B, what is B term? Total heat generated. Total heat generated, how do you calculate? Q dot is the heat generation per unit volume. Q dot is the heat generation per unit volume. But what is the total heat generated? How do you calculate? Q dot into volume. Q dot into volume. Volume term, what is the volume term here? Three dimensions. dr into R d theta into R sin theta d phi. R sin theta d phi. That is the volume term. That is equal to increase in internal energy R dE by dt or dou E by dou T. Or to avoid confusion with capital T, so this is small t, dou by dou small t, but tau. Sometimes in some textbooks they are using tau also. Tau as a time parameter. Okay na? But how do you calculate C term here? Net increase. How do you calculate? M into C into temperature variation per unit time. M into mass into specific heat into temperature change for unit time. Dou T by dou tau. Tau is time only here. Small t, sometimes small t time. Here in some textbooks they are using small t, in some textbooks they are using tau parameter. That's why you can use either of the terms, small t or tau. This is tau. Capital T temperature. This tau is time. So mass into specific heat into temperature variation per unit time. So M into C into temperature change. Basic heat transfer rate or net increase in internal energy, that is due to heat or heat increase, internal energy increase in the elemental volume, that is mass into specific heat into temperature change per unit time. So mass, but how do you calculate mass? How do you calculate mass? Density into volume. So mass, how do you calculate? So density is equal to mass by volume. From that, mass is equal to density into volume. Density rho into volume, as already explained, three dimensions. Volume, how do you calculate? Product of three dimensions. dr into R d theta into R sin theta d phi. So density into volume, then you will get the mass M. M into C, specific heat, into dou T by dou tau or dou small t. Here I am writing tau. Tau is time only. So variation of temperature dou T, capital T, temperature in Kelvin scale. So dou T by dou tau. Okay. Now Here, if you observe right hand side and left hand side, what is the common term here? Common term volume, dr into r d theta into r sin theta d phi. And take divide both sides, dividing this equation, both sides by k into volume, k into volume, dr into volume term, dr into r d theta into r sin theta into d phi. Finally, we'll get the final equation 1 by this one by r square sin square theta into dou square t by dou phi square, dou square t by dou phi square plus 1 by r square sin theta, 1 by r square sin theta, dou by dou theta of within the bracket differential of dou by differential of sin theta into dou t by dou theta with respect to theta, dou by dou theta of sin theta into dou t by dou theta plus 1 by r square dou by dou r of r square into dou t by dou r, dou by dou r of r square into dou t by dou r plus q dot divided by k into this term. That's why this term get cancelled. Q dot by k plus q dot by k is equal to, so this term get cancelled. That's why rho c in rho c divided by k, rho c by k into dou capital T by dou capital T by dou tau or dou T by dou tau, capital T, dou capital T, the temperature, dou tau, tau is time. So rho c by k into dou t by dou tau, dou t by dou tau. So this is a final equation. So three-dimensional heat conduction equation in spherical coordinates. Spherical coordinates. So here this is a term for variation of heat in the phi direction. This is a term for variation of heat, variation of temperature, dou t by dou theta, variation of temperature in the theta direction, the variation of temperature in the phi direction. This term for theta direction, this term for phi direction, and third term for radial direction. Variation of dou t by dou r, variation of temperature in the radial direction, dou t by dou r in the radial direction. Finally, this is the equation 1 by r square sin square theta into dou square t by dou phi square plus 1 by r square sin theta into dou theta by sin theta into dou t by dou theta plus 1 by r square into dou by dou r of r square into dou t by dou r. This is square bracket plus second term q dot by k is equal to rho c by k. Q dot by k is equal to rho c by k into dou t by dou tau. So this term is same as that of earlier equations only. So again rho c by k you can write 1 by alpha thermal diffusivity alpha, k by rho c thermal diffusivity 1 by alpha, dou capital T by dou tau, time, small t or dou tau. So this is the equation q dot heat generation per unit volume, k thermal conductivity, rho density of the material, c specific heat, and dou t by dou tau variation of temperature with respect to time, alpha thermal diffusivity. This is variation of temperature with respect to time. Okay. So like that, we have derived three equations here. Three are very, very important. All of you listen very carefully. All of you practice these three derivations. Up to last class, I have PDFs have been uploaded in the group. So this next this PDF also will be uploaded. And all of you verify the textbooks or verify at least these PDFs, and all of you practice these derivations. Very, very important. So alpha thermal diffusivity. Okay, like that. For example, the steady state, there will not be any variation with respect to time. That's why dou t by dou tau is equal to 0. For steady state heat flow, dou t by dou tau is equal to 0. If there is no heat generation, q dot is equal to 0. Like that, there are different cases. And one dimension, only theta, phi direction, this term. Only theta direction, only heat transfer, this term. If there is only r direction, this term. And like that, the Cartesian coordinates also, only x direction, one dimensional heat transfer. If it is y direction, one dimensional heat transfer, like that. If it is two directions, x and y, two dimensional heat transfer. If it all the three directions, x, y, z, three dimensional heat transfer equation in Cartesian coordinates. And there is no heat generation, q dot is equal to 0. If the conduction heat transfer is steady state conduction heat transfer, variation of temperature with respect to time is 0. Dou T by dou tau is equal to 0. Like that, there are different cases. Okay, that's all for today. So with this, I am closing these derivations. So in the next class, we'll discuss the other topic in the one dimensional conduction heat transfer, that is, so steady state, unsteady state heat transfer, and periodic heat transfer, and that boundary condition, initial and boundary conditions, that we'll discuss in the next class. So that's all for today. Any doubt? There are any doubts? So there are no doubts. I'm closing.